Cool.
Okay, recording.
So, favorite moments from the campaign to commemorate, since the last one was the 100th. And we'll start with Ganesh.
Okay. Okay. I got two favorite moments. The first one is more of a dungeon experience. Back when we still had Delg and we were going through the plague dungeon. After we took care of the guards and we were kind of exploring the atmosphere, as well as just a fight with that whole Baba Yaga thing in the acid river. And then, since we were so low level, just the aspects of having to cross the river were pretty fun. And then I think we had some sort of puzzle or riddle, and all that aspect I really enjoyed in hindsight. During the moment, definitely stressed.
Definitely not.
And then my second favorite moment is the character moment. It was during the time skip where Taz and Cinnamon went and gaslit the guard, and then we we terrorized that old couple and the guard by throwing a potion at them and Cinnamon throwing up as a distraction.
Were you there for that, Daniel?
I don't know, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah, okay. There were some people that weren't there for that session, but that was really good.
Pretty slick. That was a nice.
Definitely one of my favorites.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds funny.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
I got a couple cool battle ones.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Of course, because mine have to be about battle, right? One that was really cool was when we were going. I think it was when we were crossing the mountains. There was the harpies. Like in in like the valley, like there was like the giant steps down, and we were like trying to have to figure it out, and so we were like throwing a rope down, and then I was just like jumping down, and then we started fighting them, and we were on like multiple levels, and they were like flying below us and at our height and stuff, and then people were like shooting them and like freaking jumping off, and I think I was the only one that jumped. Maybe like Sal did. Somebody else jumped. I like jumped and like
That was
freaking
Cinnamon.
yeah, like jumped and like freaking stabbed into one and rode it down to the ground and stuff. That was dope.
Oh wait, that wasn't Cinnamon.
No, somebody else did besides.
Cinnamon did jump.
Did you miss and then just fall or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were flying up and like dropping y'all, so they were.
Yeah, they were grabbing people, but
Yeah.
then
That's
like
what
some of
freaked me
us
out.
were.
That's what-
Yeah. And then what was the other one? I just had it a minute ago. There was some other really cool battle.
It's all good. We can come back to you in a second if you want.
Well, going into the fort, when like
Oh.
the last time that we were closest to the mage, basically, and we were just like charging in through the freaking tunnels, just like laying waste to people left and right, like not slowing down at all.
Freaking Cyclops.
When we
on your
got the
side.
freaking Cyclops, yeah, we had the Cyclops and the giant or whatever, like the two-headed dude with us, and they were just like barreling through. Oh man, that was insane too. That was a pretty crazy moment. Yep.
Nice. I guess it's Daniel because
I'll go next.
Brendan's
Yeah,
gone.
The two most memorable ones that I have, the first one obviously has to be fighting what Yautsen thought was a dragon, what Daniel thought was the dragon. Here, in that moment when we were riding away, I think Cinnamon, you turned into some kind of animal, and we were like riding you.
Yeah, a horse. I think
Yeah,
it was you
yeah.
and Farah.
Yeah, and I just kept shooting it and shooting it and shooting it and trying to just delay it. That felt really cool. And then the other moment that I thought of was after we buried Jartog, and then Mason, you like allowed us to have a moment to like do something to like pay respect. And I planted the amaryllis flower, and then you like just described how like other kinds of flowers like just started kind of sprouting, and I was like, oh, I was so emotional. That was a very, very touching moment. So that's got to be my favorite for sure.
Oh man.
Even from the armchair.
I have to play in the living room because she won't just sit in my room.
be.
Don't say it.
Oh, it's okay.
But it's okay because no one else is here, which is why she's not chill anyway.
All right, Brent. I think it's your turn. If you have a favorite moment from the campaign, or a couple.
One of my favorite moments was when Salazar was trying to like give himself over to the organ. Medusa, yep. And everybody was like, he was like, nobody likes me in this group. Everybody hates me, blah, blah, blah. Like, the group will be better off without me. And then everyone in the group was like, nobody hates you. And we felt like, it was really cool. It was a cool role-playing moment. And it was a cool, I think, turning point for Sal's character. So that was one of my favorite moments. And then another one was when Feyre got to meet like her uncle for the first time, and he ended up being an asshole, and it was just really cool. It was really fun to roleplay that. My favorite moments were anything that were just like really fun to roleplay. Those were always.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Rose, you got anything?
I realized as Ganesh was going through his, I was like, oh wait, I should also think of something. So I've just been sitting here. I remember a few, though. I feel like our favorite moments would probably be different from yours, as players.
Oh, mine are gonna be completely
Yeah.
different.
I remember. I think one of my favorite parts. God, I remember really liking the investigation during when you guys were dealing with the plague. Just that whole running around trying to figure things out, and then following. I think I can't remember. Did you guys follow one of the cultists to the mines, where the dungeon experience was? That was a
I can't remember.
that was a fun time. I also really liked the unexpected permanent nemesis. We cannot hear you, Spencer. I don't know if that's
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
permanent.
There
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is
we
that coming
hear
through? Okay, I apologize, guys. We left on
Good.
time.
You're good.
All good. It's all good. I didn't expect it to start till like 12:50 anyway. It's fine.
All right. Well,
Yeah. The fact that you guys hated Mortimer so much was extremely funny to me. I really like that. I also just like I'm also getting to employ and play Master Bates is just really fun every time I can. Just such a joke character.
He's an icon.
He is. I'm
Um,
glad he's made it back in the campaign.
and then I think and then after you guys raided the fort, just the aftermath of the fight with Drotog and such, that was really impactful. Felt really dense. But yeah.
Absolutely. Spencer, can you still hear us?
yes, I can.
Okay, give me a moment from the campaign that you like.
Remember that time Sal almost drowned? Yeah, that was almost pretty great.
When is that?
That was back
super
in
early
in
on.
the swamp.
That was like one of our first missions. It was to go get these like underwater flowers or something.
Yeah, the
That actually
bloom petals.
would have been actually like session 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty early on. Peanut Butter Baby was pretty good fun.
Peanut butter, baby.
I don't know if anybody's mentioned that yet.
Not yet, no.
Um,
It's a good one.
like a favorite part?
Yeah, it can be anything. It can be a moment,
What
small
kinda-
moment, anything. I mean, you already named 2. You don't have to do another, but if you want another, sure.
That's just off the top of my head, like the most memorable moments of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut Butter Baby. I think the whole swamp arc was fun.
Bullywugs.
Bullywugs.
Oh man, raiding that camp.
Yeah, yeah. And then freaking
Armor.
Taz became like the leader. Just ritual combat.
Honestly, like a lot of the most memorable stuff of the campaign is just the little combats on our way to go do stuff that end up being just impossible.
Remember that time
Or
owlbears? Remember that time owlbears
stupid.
almost murdered
Yeah.
us?
Yeah, stuff that
Remember
Random
shouldn't,
owlbears in the
stuff that
night.
shouldn't be like,
From the Owlbears.
They weren't meant to be impossible.
They weren't. I rolled so well.
Almost murdered us in the night, in our sleep.
Like those wild dinosaurs, the raptors, the snow raptors.
That was another one, yeah. That one was my fault. That wasn't just the dice. I definitely overbalanced that encounter on accident. Like that was my fault.
Like, you guys have been cheesing every fight for a while now. Let's step it up. Whoa, way too far.
A little too much.
Half the dinosaurs run off into the woods.
My
I don't know why.
favorite like role playing interaction might be the Gorgon. That whole encounter was spicy.
Oh yeah, that was fun. The cool character development from both Sal and Yats in there. I think.
That was the first time I was like, damn, I have feelings. I was like,
I think that was the first time Sal was like, "Oh my god, everybody doesn't hate me."
That was the first time a lot of us for Yeltsin went, oh my god, he has feelings.
I forgot. One of the ones that I thought of while you guys were going is actually one that happened like a few sessions ago when Yeltsin was just talking to that random guy that walked up.
Oh,
to us. It was incredible.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
That was so fun.
good.
You good?
Oh, peep the diploma.
Oh shoot!
go.
Let's go, man. I liked it.
I graduated college, guys. Holy shit.
Well, welcome.
Small side note: have y'all seen my duck lamp?
What is that? Wow.
It's a lamp.
The lamp.
That might
That's-
be the coolest lamp I've ever seen.
That honestly, I think it is.
It's pretty awesome.
Where did you get that?
Amarillo.
An Amarillo at like an antique store.
Oh wow.
And
Please.
everybody was on board with that purchase.
Yeah, Brenna definitely was super excited that I just.
You know, she was the one that saw it and was like, "Hey, that would look awesome in our home."
I totally believe it. Yeah.
No, I think my exact words were,
Please
that
don't
goes
buy that.
directly into your office. Like, wherever his desk or office is, that's where that duck lamp goes.
I think your first words were, "Please don't buy that."
Oh man, that's amazing.
I'm
Oh my
so
God.
happy with it. It's my favorite lamp.
Oh, on another note, I finally made bears.
What is
You
that?
can't see it. It's a bear commander deck, mono green.
Oh, cool,
I
cool.
dig
cool.
it.
I've been getting cards for it for the past week. So
Oh,
I remember when that first came out and people were just going crazy. They finally had a bear lord.
with
4 bears.
with this one, doubling season. I don't know if you can read that.
season.
And the Great Henge.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what that does. Panharmonicon. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, sorry. That's all the updates I got.
Spencer,
Other than
who did
rowing
Liam
up
get
for
married to?
4 hours yesterday morning.
Wait, what? For real?
Whoa there.
You were
Yikes.
seasick.
I get seasick, guys.
Oh, you were on the sea?
I thought I grew out of it. I did not.
Oof, yikes.
Spencer, who
Oh.
did Liam get married to?
Liam is not married yet.
Oh.
He will be
In
in a few
couple
hours.
Oh, wait,
Who is he married?
Emma Carroll.
Carol.
That's who it was.
That's their
yes.
last name.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
There you go.
So,
What are your
okay.
favorite moments, Mason?
I really liked the roleplay between Taz and Sal after the whole Jartog thing. That was like, I hope I gave y'all both inspiration for that because that was really powerful. Just all that, I know. I just really like all the moments that y'all like really embody your characters. So like just Taz coming up with like the game from his clan and stuff like that, or like
On the spot, guys.
yeah, just on the spot. Or like I feel like Yasin, you said something during like the during the Ash Cloak or the Ashfield arc or whatever about like the vampires. Like you always staying up at night, like trying to guard or whatever. And you said something funny about that. I don't know.
Oh,
forget
yeah,
what that
it's
was.
written. It's
That's
written
on the screen.
Yeah,
on the
it's
Oh, was it right there?
He said,
Hey,
there's vampires around, so just pee in bed.
Yeah.
I typed that in on the screen because I was like, did he really just say just pee in bed?
Yeah. So, and then one that I don't think anyone else remembers as much as me, but when y'all were trying to leave Sharn, I think when it was closing down because like or something like that, it was the plague or whatever, and Yaosen used thaumaturgy to like make your voice louder and like tell the guards to get out the way. That was so sick.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah,
That was awesome.
it was cool. But yeah, stuff like that. All right, cool.
Favorite NPC
One-
that- Oh, sorry.
One last small one. It just reminded me because of what you're talking about, just like the random things that would happen. Things were getting, I think it was either on our way to the fort or afterwards, but things were just getting like really serious in the campaign. And then out of nowhere, I don't know if it was me that started or what, but there was just snow, and so we just started having a snowball fight. Like,
Oh
in the
yeah,
middle-
yeah.
in the middle of nothing because things are getting like really serious, and I was like, I'm gonna throw a snowball at the back of Sal's head.
I wouldn't swear to it, but I think that might have been as you guys were like camping out and like staking out the fort, trying to figure out what was going on.
We were like close. I think
You
we
guys
were really
like
close.
within spitting distance.
If I may, I do believe that it was after, and we were traveling.
Yep.
We were traveling towards wherever was next after the fort.
I think you're right. Yeah.
That's why it was so depressing.
Things were like really serious, and I was like, we need to lighten the mood here. Snowball fight. And then Spencer, being a Sal, was just like, why the fuck are we having a snowball fight right now?
Yeah,
Like, we're trying to kill someone. Someone just got killed. Like, what's happening?
I remember that. Yeah.
And then I just threw another snowball in his face.
That
That was
was
good.
great. What were you saying, Daniel? Before?
You have a favorite NPC that you played?
Rocks.
Or like there was one like was with us
Katarine?
for a
Oh,
long
I
time.
love her.
Okay, there it is.
Her
Katarine
and
was
her
cool.
girlfriend. What are their names?
Katarina and oh man,
Starts with I.
Lisa.
Ida.
Ida.
That's what it is.
Oh jeez.
Early ones.
Oh yeah. I don't know. It was definitely fun playing Mortimer. I will say that. That was fun.
Walking around on the ceiling.
Yeah. And oh yeah, it was great. And then Stellano was just funny as hell because I guess got to channel all of the awkward introvert energy that I have into one encounter.
That was
awesome.
the guy that pulled up to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bear.
Mhm.
Oh, fun.
It's so great. But yeah. All right, so should we get nice and dark and serious now?
Yeah. Here's our recap, by the way. I sent it in group me.
Oh, you did? Oh shoot.
What? On the group me?
That's true. We were literally just talking about that.
That's the recap? Yep, that's perfect.
I made this at 11 p.m. when I sent it, and I was dying so much.
Oh man.
I think I have to make this the thumbnail for the next for
Oh,
this, I guess.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So,
Okay, but do we need an actual recap?
I can if
Brief.
y'all need it.
We just recapped the entire campaign. So
We did, right?
Not quite the last session though.
Yeah.
And nobody talked about the last.
Ganesh, if you got one, go for it.
As drunk out of his mind, working on old lady.
Spilling all of our secrets to random strangers.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so what happened is we started off, and we were trying to scout out the people. We saw that the Duchess she's got guards around her, she's got a crow mask. We saw the Duke, Marquis Ulfros, and then, so Bates asked Yeltsin, Cinnamon, and Taz to speak to the Duchess, Duke, and Dark Flames to show off the outfits. And then Radazan, shortly after, he took Cinnamon away to talk about where the alchemical fire needs to be ignited. The first place is the staircase base, where the Dark Flames were originally where they gave their speech. Behind the piano, in the top right corner, and the red carpet in the middle. And then after this, I think Taz was talking to Faramundi about stuff like that, shit talking him, and then Yatsen, um, I'll get to Yatsen. So Salazar saw General Faust, and then so Feyre started talking to him, started to dance with him to try and get chummy with him to help with the plan. And then Faust seemed a little possessive at times. Um, and then so yeah. And then Yatsen started to speak with Ulfros and Infernal, which really backfired on him. After Ulfros took Sal and Yatsen to a hidden room through a series of rooms downstairs. And then, meanwhile, that was happening, Taz was getting busy getting drunk. He started talking to Damien Darkflame and just told him way too much about everything, about who we were, but I don't think he told why we were there. And then, so at that point, when Sal and Yeltsin went to the hidden room, they encountered a real shady bunch of people. The Marquis Lady Bala was there, along with some other individuals, as well as the mage who was running an auction. And they sold a lot of really expensive and unusual items. The ones that stood out really were pretty much the entire sword of Heramis, just broken up into shards and a scabbard. And then what really unnerved Yeltsin was the conjoined hearts of Tiefling that everyone just didn't have a reaction to. And then so after the auction, the mage spoke with Sal and Yeltsin. Sal, I think, purchased something, but Yeltsin wasn't able to, so the mage was kind of disappointed in that and kind of hinting at that. And then so that was that interaction. Yeltsin started to leave, but Sal was left behind in the room. And so at this point, I think Feyre came up to Cinnamon or so and was asking around. And then after that point, Cinnamon went to speak to the Duchess, trying to talk about the outfit, but also try and get an in with that information. It didn't go that well. She ended with saying that she had suspicions about stuff happening at the ball, and then she ended with telling Cinnamon, "Don't let people take advantage of you," to which Cinnamon is still thinking about. And then a little after that, Yatsen came back up to the main ball area. Oh, sorry, y'all. He spoke with Feyre. He was really disturbed about what he saw, and then they talked about how they started to dance to throw Faust off, and they were talking about what to do since Sal was still down there with the mage, and they weren't sure about that. And to add even more to the chaos, Razan came up to Cinnamon really fastly and said there may be some new targets with the anti-king as well as the prince. And then Taz is just having the time of his life dancing. He hid his alcohol bottle under the
I just forgotten about this fire.
And
Working on old ladies.
yes. And that's my recap.
All right. So we will pick back up in the ballroom, as I believe Yeltsin and Feyre were kind of. Yeltsin was unloading all of this information upon an unaware Feyre, but now is very aware of the potential imminent danger that could be on the horizon. Is there, at this current moment, and I'll also open it up to Cinnamon as well, is there anything that you are doing immediately in reaction to the information you have just received? Either Cinnamon from Taz or you two.
Well, I thought we had decided, Fair and I, that I should go back
Yeah.
get Sal.
So, yeah.
So we were like, oh shit, I gotta go get him. Why
Sarah
the
was
hell
like,
did I
"You
leave him
cannot
alone?
leave Sal in there with the guy that killed his mentor. Like, he will not make smart decisions." So I think Yatsun was on his way back.
Oh yeah, we were also talking
then-
about. I think both of you were talking about whether we still go through with this plan or just run.
Yeah, because I had caught back up with Cinnamon, and we were discussing like something.
Oh, we're not gonna leave him now.
Not that we would leave him, but just like what to do with.
Gotta roll with the chaos, baby.
Roll with the chaos.
Taz twerking all the.
Yeah, you all look over and you can see Taz just having the time of his life.
God damn it.
All right, so with that, no, y'all can finish what you're doing. I do have a goal in mind though.
Cool, gotcha. I will say the social dances are absolutely still taking place. And should you wish to continue meandering about and maybe trying to speak to some of those people, you certainly can. Let me have all of you go and make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Am I included in this?
Sorry, just the people up at the party. So Taz, you can as well. Although, depending on how inebriated you believe yourself to be, I might have you do it at disadvantage. So up to you on that.
He hasn't actually been drinking like a whole lot.
Okay.
He had those like two. I think I like intentionally mentioned that he had like those 2 glasses or whatever like
Is
at the
he like
beginning. but-
faking being drunk?
When barbarians sorry. When barbarians rage, do they snap out of their drunkenness, or do they go into a drunken rage, which then has different rules in it?
People like
I
me
don't know.
too.
Maybe we should make a drunken fist barbarian.
Drunken
yeah.
rage. Drunken rage barbarian.
Yeah,
The drunken fist. That's a new subclass.
it is for monk. We could do a monk barbarian
There we go.
thing. Okay, 24, 19, 16. Okay. Funnily enough, I will say, well, let me look. At the moment, because of the news you just received, Cinnamon, and Taz, because you are otherwise preoccupied with more important things. I will say though, Farah, you see it first, but Yautsen, you also see as the bottle that you placed, and I'll go and move you all back to the map so you can see. Remind me, if you recall, where you would have placed the bottle of fire.
Me? It would be
You,
like-
Yautsen.
Oh,
I know where yours is. Yours is under
mine's
the
like
piano.
under the piano, like literally underneath it. Yeah, like right by the leg, maybe.
Cool.
I can't remember what Cinnamon told me, but I thought I had placed it pretty much around where he told me I should have placed it. I can't remember specifically.
Okay,
where
it would be in this
I think
area
it was
up here.
decided
That's
that
what
you
I
set
thought.
it by the door as you were going
By the
to the
door.
auction.
Okay, cool. So,
Sorry.
as you,
I wanna recount one thing though. I did grab a second bottle of booze and pretended like I was just like double fisting booze, and I definitely drained the one bottle that wasn't the fire.
cool.
Imagine.
So therefore, I might actually be really drunk. I don't know.
You have a pretty high tolerance with your
It's just
constitution,
dinner.
so
Okay.
I was supposed to say,
leave it up to you right now. But as you are conversing with Farah, dancing and or not, you catch out of the corner of your eye, and actually Farah sees it first, but you both kind of take notice of Bates walking by and like stopping for a moment by the door and just looking down and being like, and then just grabbing the bottle off the ground and like carrying it over. He kind of holds it, and he's got like this grin on his face, and it's just kind of looking around, seems for somebody maybe.
As if he's looking for somebody?
Yeah, as if he's looking for someone.
does he seem to catch someone's gaze? Like, can I follow his? Like, I don't know. See if he-
At this current instant, he's just looking around the crowd for someone. It seems.
I'm gonna approach him.
Oh, you're gonna approach him? Okay.
Yeah, I'll approach him. Like, oh, whoa! I actually placed that there. I'm saving it for somebody.
Saving it. Well, I was rather hoping to share this with you.
Oh, with me.
Yes, honestly.
No, I've already had quite a bit. So I think I'm gonna pass. But I was actually saving this for the marquee, who I believe went through the store a couple minutes ago. I just placed it there so that when I saw him walk through, I remember to share it with him.
Roll a deception check.
Drop the bottle, old man.
Yes.
Oh, not 20! Wow.
This is gonna be a good night.
Damn.
This is gonna be a good day, a good session.
Don't jinx it. Shut up.
Bates looks a little flustered at first, like you're telling me to remove a bottle of alcohol from my hands. But as you explained, you can see like some wheels turning in his head, and he just smiles and hands the bottle to you. Well, I suppose best left in your hands then.
Thank you.
I believe I saw earlier. I think it was Damien Darkflame that was speaking with our boy Taz, wasn't he?
Oh, I didn't catch note of this.
Yes,
That's an interesting.
This evening has been going incredibly well. I dare say everything is going perfectly.
Almost too well.
Indeed.
In the background of this conversation is tense.
Makes me nervous.
You chose some good representatives.
Yes, I suppose I'll simply find another bottle. Oh, if you find cinnamon, point it my way. I'd love to share a drink.
We'll do. We'll share more drinks later in the night. I promise.
Certainly. Well, good luck with the marquee, as you said.
Thank you, then.
He nods and
Mason, remind. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say his silver ass sachets away through the crowd.
Do Feyre and Yalta know that the targets have, like, new targets have been added or not yet?
Just cinnamon.
Okay.
On that note, Taz is still working on the hardest target so far, which is the Duchess. So, so he's going to graduate from twerking with this one lady to putting on a show. I would like to try and put on a show. You know, like dance girls with like streamers. So he's got like these really long sleeves. So he's gonna be doing like ballet, like streamer, like leaping, like poised, like toes pointed, like
Ribbon
flaring
dancing with his sleeves.
circles in the air. Yes. Yep.
The Silver Stars.
Yeah. And then he's gonna be like, he's gonna do like a little twirling thing, and he's gonna try and dance his. Is the Duchess still on the dance floor, surrounded by like her guards and shit?
She is, yes.
I would like to try and like put on a show to like open up a space, and then I would like to kind of calmly dance over towards her and like come down and offer my hand to dance with her.
I see. Okay. Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
This gotta go good. This has gotta go good.
Please.
Actually, I have inspiration. I would like to use it right now.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you get advantage on the roll.
Can be done after the roll, right?
Oh, no, it has to be used before.
these
It
ones?
gives you
Okay.
advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Performance. Here we go. Hey, that might have been worth it. 19.
There you go. Okay. So, Taz, as you begin to move with an amount of grace that isn't normally afforded to you outside of combat, but you kind of like you take some stances that you've picked up from some of the different styles you've learned over your combat prowess you're learning over the years, and people definitely move out of the way as soon as you start flinging your gigantic wingspan around the area. And with the sleeves, it's probably like 10 feet on each side. Like, it's just crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah. So you carve out a little space for yourself, in a large portion of the dance floor, and people are definitely starting to look. Some look a little like annoyed at the disturbance you're making, but others are like, "Wow!" And you can hear some like whispers, like, "That is the most graceful half orc I've ever seen in my life." And as you slowly begin to move towards the Duchess, you can see. Even though the guards' faces are completely covered with their helmets, you can see there are definitely at least one of them is looking in your direction and just kind of hovering in front. Are you doing anything specific to try and get past, or
Once like a circle has kind of opened up, he's like dancing like around the circle, kind of like making big circles in the air with the sleeves and stuff. And then he's gonna start like spinning and like having
Ooh.
the sleeves like swirling around him, and then he's gonna spin and like slow down as he gets closer in her direction, and then like very loudly so that everyone can hear, he'll like get closer, and like I said, he'll like bow and be like, "Milady, may I have a dance with you?"
Okay. So as you with that roll, yeah, as you
It's
complete
close.
this,
Like he doesn't want to like get up in these guards' faces, so he'll like do it
Mhm.
kind of from a distance, but he'll be loud so that everyone hears that he's just gonna like offer to dance with her.
Okay. As you do so, this mesmerizing display of just fabric, sparkly fabric, spinning around in the air, mingling with like the greenish skin that you have. It's honestly it's pretty impressive. Anyone who sees it, and you complete this twirl and put your hand out, and you can see she is definitely looking directly at you right now. And you get a look even through the mask as you kind of lean down, you kind of look up and then bow your head, but you get a chance to see these very very subtle, very intense, like black eyes, or really dark brown. But there's a bit of a spark you see in them as you lean down, and you actually hear the sound of beyond all the music and everything. You hear like a light clapping coming from above you.
So it's on behalf of Master Bates and his wondrous tailoring. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Go ahead and make one more persuasion check for me here. This is counted alongside your performance, so that's helping.
Okay. Straight roll persuasion. Let's see. 13.
Okay. She kind of leans forward just a little bit. You can see the shadow kind of coming over you. He goes, "Impressive. I'll give you 1 minute." And she places one gauntleted hand. You see as a well, not gauntlet. Sorry, she has a bracers on her hand, silver bracers, not too dissimilar from your own, and places one hand on yours.
Can you remind me like a quick description of like just
Yes,
very brief, like
I can. She is.
human. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I got you. She is wearing like a shining silver bracer on her left arm, which is the one that she puts out towards you. She's wearing like this long, which it sticks out from everyone else here. Everyone else is wearing very traditional kind of gowns and stuff, but she's wearing like this long, fairly fitted, like greenish top that's got a little bit of filigree along the collar around here. And she's wearing like a black coat that covers up. But you can see the sleeves kind of peek out from underneath a little bit, and is actually wearing pants that flare out just a little bit. It's got like a little bit of extra fabric on them, and you can see black boots that are underneath that that you see as you kneel down, and those dark eyes. And you would notice from some of the details you can see of her face peeking out from behind the mask, she is also a half orc.
Does she have like greenish skin that I can see, or is she like covered basically like head to toe?
She's pretty covered, but you can see bits of skin here and there from behind the crow mask that she is wearing. That kind of has the feathers here and like comes to a slight point at the nose.
As is type. So, milady, madam, Duchess, how are you this fine evening? And I'll just start doing like a very calm, but slightly show-offy dance. And then, like, depending on how the song is going, like if it calls for it, like any kind of flair, Taz is gonna go for it.
Okay. So at the beginning of this conversation, she just kind of seems to be eyeing you and just kind of sizing you up at the moment, and just goes, "Could be worse, could be better."
How did your ceremony go? I don't remember what the ceremony was at all,
Oh,
but there was a ceremony.
You refer to the confirmation.
Ah, yes. I was in town, but had to leave a little early to get here in time. I do apologize that I wasn't able to attend.
Not really a ceremony. I would consider it more an obligation. But
Fair enough.
no more proceedings. Why? Do you have an interest?
No, just small talk, asking how things are.
Well, I will say I'm not the biggest fan of small talk. Is there something you need?
Well, I was tasked with introducing myself and showing off the fine work of Master Bates and his tailoring abilities. And I wanted to make sure you enjoyed the night and had a lasting memory of his work.
I see. Well, with the performance you gave, it will be hard to forget.
Thank you very much. I tried very hard.
I can see that.
What might you be doing the rest of this fine evening?
She takes a second to think, a little bit longer than you'd expect, and just goes.
While she's thinking, he's gonna give her a big twirl. I don't know.
Okay.
Something to fill the space, fill the awkwardness.
She allows it. And despite the very stern appearance and visage and disposition, she does move very fairly well and respond to your emotions. Seemingly well trained in this, but she just goes. I would like to think that my work is done here, but it seems there are more things to be uncovered.
Working on such a fine evening of enjoyment and entertainment.
There was always work to be done.
Well, I would like to propose, would you mind if I joined you this evening and continued more in-depth, non-small talk?
Her eyes narrow.
He's laying it on thick, Mason. Big eyebrows, giving her the...
Smolder.
Smolder. He's flexing hard. He's dancing. He's like top-tier dancing, really twirling her.
Her eyes narrow once again, and you can see at this point one of the guards has kind of turned over the shoulder and is just kind of looking. She just kind of gives him a look, and he turns back away. And she goes, "Elaborate."
I have enjoyed your company, and seems you're busy, and Taz thinking about how he's good at fighting and protecting and getting things done. I provide other services as well. So besides modeling, besides just modeling, and
Okay, she's all yours. I gotta go back home.
besides just
That one
modeling.
night that we bought him with his friend really paid off, huh, guys?
And I feel that many people tell me in some of my late night conversations that I can be good company.
Make a persuasion check for me. Another one. Busting out the sleeves.
Okay.
What was it?
Wait, what
Rolling to
was the
GM,
roll?
I didn't realize that. It was a nat 20.
I can see the screen cap.
It's a nat 20. It's for 22, but it's a nat 20.
Yeah. Wow.
God.
It is a good day.
All right. For a total of a 22. Okay.
They just hands you the bottle again, Yatsun. Taz just like sidles up to to the Duchess.
Things are going too
Wow.
well. I'll go sit around.
And then, like, after he proposes that, once again, while she's thinking, and just to fill the space a little bit, if it's right, the song's, like, ending or something, maybe, or there's, like, a big moment in the song, he's gonna, like, do a freaking, like, like, dirty dancing, like, lift her in the air. I don't know, like, something crazy.
Okay. If you want to do that, I mean, make another performance check if you're going all out for this.
Oh no, don't drop her.
Yeah, I really, it was gonna be right after the 20. Let's come on. Hey! I'm killing it!
Oh man. Okay. So you
And
ask her.
he'll like ask her like as he does it. He's like, the song is ending.
As
However
you
wanna do it.
as you do so, as you ask her, she doesn't even have time to respond before you begin to lift her, and she's pretty tall, like pretty built figure as well, but not quite as tall as you. You're like maybe a couple inches taller than her, but she has a well built frame, and you start to lift her off her feet. And as you do so, she actually puts her arms on top of yours. You like lift her like a couple inches, and she just goes. Mm-mm.
I'll turn it into like a twirl and then I'll dip her.
Okay, and she allows you to do so. One of the guards, two of the guards, look over their shoulder once again, and just kind of you can see their hands kind of like hovering, but she just kind of quickly waves them off and just says,
Does that feel like if he had to, he could grab her and run with her?
I see. You were able to lift her, even though she appears to be fairly well built and muscular. Not as heavy as you thought. But you did feel some serious strength though when she grabbed you. Like,
okay,
no
yeah,
pushover.
Kind of a little bit of a size up on her. Yeah, trying
Yeah.
to see. Okay, she will put up a fight.
Mm-hmm. And as you put her back down, or bring her back up from the dip, she just kind of leans in a little bit closer and goes, "I accept, but one question first. Are you friends with that one over there?" And she looks towards Cinnamon.
Well, I don't know about friends, but we both work for Master Bates. As you can see, his outfit, he is representing another style designed by Master Bates himself.
How long have you been working with this individual?
Working with him for Master Bates only these last few weeks, just for this event.
And you have no prior knowledge or interaction with this person?
I ran into him in Wakeheart about 4 months ago or so. No lies.
It's true. Well, if you can, in exchange for my company, uncover anything else about him, or anything else, there's something fishy going on here. I want to get to the root of it.
Of course, I'm great at reading people. I will. We were instructed to spread out around the room and show off the outfits, but I will make contact with him and See what he's up to.
Very well. Leave me be.
And then I'll like, as it's wrapping up, I'll dance her over towards like where she was with her guards and stuff.
Gotcha. Well, the guards were hovering around you the entire time. Like, yeah.
I'll leave her off to the side of the dance area,
Mhm.
and like as it's over, I want to like bow down and take her hand and kiss it.
Okay. You do so. And she pulls her hand away, not forcefully, but just slowly, and clasps the other one on top and goes, "Well, thank you for that dance. I will see you. I'll let you know."
I'll just give her a wink, and I'll dance away.
She just does a long nod and like seems to think for a moment, and then quickly turns around on her heel and goes to walk up to the tables on the balcony.
I can't believe that worked.
Nobody else could get close to her, so
Yeah. So that's
The best thing.
that's the Marquis. Wait, no,
that's the Duchess.
Duchess, Dark Flames, and have we spoken to the Duke?
Yeah, Yeltsin has the Duke.
That was the infernal guy, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought that was Marquis Ulfros.
I wrote this down.
No,
Oh, we don't have to talk to the Duke tonight. He's not a target, or at least
No,
originally.
but the Duke was for Bates.
Oh, that was the Marquis.
no, who's the Drinian general? Rebellion
I've
Faust.
got him covered. Sarah's
Yeah.
got him.
Marquis Halvar Ufros. I thought
That
Sal
was the infernal guy.
That's the
Yeltsin is
Yes.
the
Yeah.
target
So,
Marquis
possible.
covered, and Salazar is pretending to be the Marquis from Ashfield.
Okay. Well, yeah, I got that. I know those are our targets, but just Bates wants us to speak to the Duchess, Duke, and Dark Flames for the outfit.
Okay, so I spoke with the Duchess, and I technically spoke with the Dark Flame.
Yeah.
At least the guy.
All right. So, Cinnamon, was there anything you wish to do before we switch perspectives to Salazar?
I mean, I'm just thinking about what the Duchess said to me. I'm like, are people taking advantage of me? And I'm just kind of mulling about throughout the dance floor, just walking and thinking.
Okay. You don't wish to. Okay. Do you wish to speak with anyone, or you're good for now?
Maybe later once he processes this, and then
Cool.
We can come back to it for sure, but I'm gonna finish out dancing whatever song is on, and then I'm gonna like visibly make my way to Cinnamon.
Cool. Gotcha. All right.
But we can come back to that.
At this point, we will jump back to Salazar. So Sal, as you were kind of hanging out in the room, Yatsun made a quick exit. I'm not sure if Yatsun, did you tell him you were leaving, or did you just leave?
I just left.
Okay. So you watched as Yatsun kind of bolted out the door, almost, more or less. See ya. And you are left. Oh my god. I ate a granola bar earlier, and those crumbs are still.
Hours later.
God.
Fight back.
Yep. All right. You are left alone in the chamber with an individual you do not particularly like, and the other
Soft way of putting it.
other attendees of this what appeared to have been some kind of black market auction of some sort. As you,
I've not received my item yet, have I?
You have not, and you can see there is a bit of a line forming for people to go up and discuss the details of purchasing and packaging and delivery, those kinds of things. Is
Remind
there
me,
anything?
I have the bag of holding, right?
Let
Yep.
me double check.
I believe I do.
so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Just
It is
how's that?
It is hidden beneath your illusion. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And I think you've recast your disguised self before entering.
Yes.
I believe
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
and
So-
Mage Armor?
it should
I
be.
No,
believe
mage
I
armor
used-
should have lasted. It
Mage
would have
armor is like
lasted.
8 hours, but the
Yeah.
disguised self
Yeah.
would be good for probably another.
I would say another 45 minutes, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Probably 40 minutes. So because it's an hour, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I'll say you have another 40 minutes on that. As this line is forming, and people are just kind of otherwise discussing amongst themselves, is there anything you wish to do in the current moment?
No, I'm hanging back towards the end because I do believe that Meiji Boy said that he would get to me last.
He did, yes.
So I'll just kind of hang back and wait till everybody's gone through. Just waiting.
Gotcha.
I'll keep an eye on anybody, see if anybody looks at me for too long.
Gotcha.
Clarify a reminder for everybody. Didn't we have like a didn't we have like a code word like shit's hitting the fan?
It was your favorite character from the campaign.
Mortimer is their safe word.
Mortimer.
Your favorite NPC.
Great. Mortimer. Dinkelberg.
Nice. Sal, are you still there? Spencer?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. As you're kind of standing there, trying to be nonchalant, you do actually notice one individual that is staring at you for a little bit too long. With your high perception, it's very easy to take note of. You can see this. I would say. Yeah. You can see this long-haired, looks to be woman, darker in complexion, with also just dark clothing, a dark tunic and pants, fairly minimally dressed compared to everyone else, and you can see very thin, very sharp features, and like deep, kind of auburn eyes, that just kind of eyes you from the corner. Not approaching at the moment, but just kind of very pointedly making eye contact with you. Just kind of leaning
Probably
against the
somebody that Flaminger knows. I'm going to stay away.
wall.
I'll return the gaze, but not longer than making suspicion.
Okay. She holds your gaze, and just kind of looks away for a moment, towards the front of the line, and begins to kind of pushes off the wall and begins to walk towards you.
Wonderful. All right. See how this goes.
All right. As she approaches, she just kind of, you watch her, she kind of rubs her hands a little bit, and moves one streak of hair from in front of her face. This goes. Takes a breath and just kind of stops for a second. He goes, "Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I am Balva."
Can you spell that for me? Balva?
Yeah,
ALVA.
Balva. Yep.
Wait, Lady Paula?
No. Completely different.
Oh, okay.
And I have a proposition for you.
Very well.
She kind of begins to just kind of motion you over to a corner of the room away from everyone else.
I'll follow.
All right. She kind of stretches as she walks over and takes a seat in one of the chairs near the back corner of the room. Just kind of crosses her legs and looks up at you and goes, "Now, even though you didn't introduce yourself, our friend did a great job of letting me know, and everyone, who you were. And I've done my research. And I know your interests in the arcane and older magics. And,
Indeed.
I'll just say I have similar interests. And am very interested in the item that you purchased earlier this evening.
I see.
Name your price.
DM, how many pieces were purchased?
Um,
I feel like that's something I would remember.
Yeah, you would. As far as you bought a shard,
Right.
and as far as shards, it would be. Hold on,
Like
let me double check.
5 or 6, and then the handle.
4 shards, correct.
Okay.
And the only reason that it would only be 4 shards, but you were able to pick up on the fact that some of these other items seem to have come from the same make, and seem to possibly fit together. So in total, you would assume there appear to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
6, maybe
Sure,
7.
yeah.
You're not sure.
And did she purchase one?
She did, yes.
Okay.
But as far as the general public would know, 4 of those were from the same thing, and the other 3 are from completely different things.
Okay. I am open to negotiation after I have had time to look it over. You can find me in Ashfield. Give me a week.
She uncrosses her legs and crosses the other one over this time, and just kind of. You see, I'm a very impatient person. 1,000 gold.
As I said, this is not a matter of price.
1,500.
Not say anything. No response.
Is there something besides gold that you require? She kind of leans in a little bit towards you. And she's sitting down, so she's looking up at you.
This is. What does Sal want?
As you take a second to think, she goes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
Nothing I can think of at the moment. However, in my journals in Ashfield, I have a great many things that I do require. I do not keep them all on my mind, for there are far too many odds and ends. As I said, if you find me in Ashfield in a week, I would be open to negotiation.
Uncrosses her legs and just kind of stands up. And she is a very lithe figure, a little bit taller than you. And she is wearing heels, though, so kind of heeled boots. And you can tell she is visibly frustrated, but just kind of sighs through it. Very well. I will leave you be.
You will know
Pleasure
where to find me.
speaking with you.
As to you, Balva.
And just kind of rubs her hands again as she walks by. And stands in line along with the rest of everyone else. Actually takes your spot that you were in, which you were going last anyway. But would you like to make your way back over to the queue?
I'll sit back for a few minutes until a couple people figure out their items, and then I'll go back over to the line. Is the room thinning out at all as people are acquiring their goods? Okay.
It is. People are leaving. And as you make your way further and further, closer and closer up to the front, by the time you're the second person in line, by the time Balva makes it up there, there's only about 4 other people in the room, other than her and the mage. As she finishes, as she speaks with the mage, and they are making arrangements for the item. Go make a perception check for me. Oh, it's over here. 26. Sal with the high perception. Okay. So, seeing as you are right, fairly behind them, you can hear the conversation. It just goes, Yes. One of the shards, was it? And she goes, yes. We will... yours in particular is an interesting case. We will discuss it at a later time. And she just kind of nods. And you can see, with that high of a perception roll, you can see there's a bit of like you see a look of recognition pop up in the mage's eyes, and he immediately looks towards you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Let me make sure.
Hold on.
do
Okay,
this correctly.
I can use. Okay. when I'm hit by an attack or fail a saving throw, I can use my reaction and gain a +4 to that saving throw.
Okay.
So
Are you
if I fail it, I can add +4 to it using my reaction.
okay? I will say you 12 does not meet the DC.
Okay. I mean, this is a combat thing, but I would assume that I can use this in normal interactions as well.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So 16.
And I will say you do see him begin to. Well, there are somatic. So you do see like a subtle hand motion as well, and he begins to speak some words,
Okay.
and his eyes begin to glow that he is casting something. And as he does so, you feel this foreign presence kind of take over you and stream into your mind, and you fight against it. You kind of close your eyes and wince, and then you open your eyes again, and you are looking at one of your best friends in the world. And he just looks at you and smiles. Ah, Salazar. It is so nice.
I'd like to note that I would assume that I'd be making my way back at this point. I don't know.
This is all
timey-wimey stuff. I
This
don't
is
know.
all happening
While
as you
you're
were going
gone.
up. You got stuck behind the door, and then you go up, talk to Farah.
Okay,
It's all
fair
happening
enough.
now.
Okay.
But you will be coming down fairly soon. And he just goes, "So glad you could join us. I'm going to need that item from you." Actually, wait.
Is this friends?
Yes. It is not. It is
Okay.
not. But I am not unkind. We'll purchase it off of you. How much do you wish? And you can see Balva, who you were speaking to before, just kind of turns around and looks at you as well.
I remember I spent a vast amount of money on a javelin of lightning. And how much was that? 'Cause I was never repaid for that.
I don't recall off the top of my head,
Monetarily.
but
Monetarily.
it might have been like 500 at that point because it was early campaign.
True. $2,000 would be probably the least that I would part with it.
Very well. Easily done. And he very quickly walks over and kind of pulls open one of the what's it called? Kind of canvases that are laying on some of these. You can see are cages and boxes of all sorts of things, and just kind of opens a chest and kind of rummages around and goes, "I'm going to need to replenish the platinum," and counts out some coins and puts them into a pouch and hands them over to you.
Take
200 platinum. Right there.
I'll go ahead and take it. Yeah.
Very well. Do you require anything else?
I do believe that was it, unless you wanted to have a conversation.
I think things are concluded here.
Very well. It's been quite a pleasure seeing you again.
Yes. You can make your exit out this door right here.
And I will leave.
And you can see this very, very sickly grin that almost matches the mage's come across Balva's face as well. Almost bestial in nature. And just kind of nods as you leave. Yaltsin, Farah.
I
Wait, one sec. So South sold his shard.
Correct.
He bought
but
the
I'm
dip.
rich. I'm rich now, baby.
Oh my god. You can't even be sure that money is real. It could be fake.
It could be.
So what are y'all doing?
I can't do anything now.
I was
Oh,
gonna
shoot.
head back down. I don't think. I think Farrah, you were gonna stay up there in the ballroom, and I was gonna head back down.
No, I doubt I would have done it. I have counterspell. But I used my reaction.
You
so,
did.
That's true.
Dang. Oh wow.
I would have been waiting by the door. I would have been, even if the general came back over, I would have just been like, oh, I'm so tired. I have to sit down and like be waiting by the door.
But I'm also assuming there was only one way to get down there. So like, as people that were part of the auction were leaving, I'm sure they'd be going through that same door, right? And so I'd be fighting like a crowd trying to go down.
Oh, real quick, one correction. I think I did I say that? I think I did. I think I said Salazar when he addressed you. He would have said Adelgard at that point
Okay.
because he was in front of everyone else. That was my
Yeah.
my mistake. But cool. What were you saying? Sorry, I just wanted to correct that.
No, that like as I was trying to get back down to the black market auction, I'm sure I'd be fighting against people that were leaving because there was only one way to go.
Yeah,
right?
you would see people. They are leaving sparsely though.
Okay.
And
Trying not to, like, pile
but
out and draw.
you do have to go back through the mansion, up the stairs, and back down to get there.
Right.
So. But you do remember the path. Farah, are you tagging along?
I don't think you were. Or
No,
that's what
I
we said. But you,
No, I wasn't. I would be waiting by the door though, and then if it took, I don't know, like more than 10 minutes, I would have gone. After Yaltsin left, if it had taken more than like 10 minutes, I would have.
well, you don't know the path either. Oh.
I know.
Okay, so just Yaltsin?
Jasmine?
just-
Cool. As you are moving past, or as you are making your way back over there, you do recall that you were escorted by Halvar Urfros previously. And as you move through the main corridor, you do see one of the kind of people stationed as guards outside just to watch. They don't even look, they're not even armored or anything. You just see like people dressed in like decent clothing, just kind of standing watch. One of them just kind of approaches you, appears to be a younger man, maybe a year or two older than you, around your age, and just kind of walks up and goes, "Excuse me, sir, can I help you?"
Yeah, I believe I left my associate down there at the gathering. He's just taking a bit longer than I expected, so I just wanted to go and check on him, make sure he was okay.
I'm sorry, down where?
You know, where all those people were. I was led by the Marquis Halvar.
Oh, yeah, you passed by recently. Did you mean upstairs?
Yes, my bad. That's
Oh.
that's exactly what I meant.
Okay. I can accompany you if you need.
That's okay. I know the way. I've been here.
You sure?
Positive.
I would hate for you to get lost. I
No
would be
worries.
on my conscience.
No worries at all. I got this. Thank you though. And I'll tip him 5 gold.
He just kind of takes it and goes, "We're not supposed to accept."
I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder and just move past him.
And he just kind of stands there stunned. Okay.
It's minus 5 gold.
All right. So you make your way back to the familiar staircase. Making your way. And you go up the spiral up to the 3rd floor. And as you make your way up there, let me actually double check one thing real quick. There it is. What do we got here? Okay. Go and roll a perception check for me.
Perception.
$19.
Well, if it's hearing, yeah, minus however much.
Gotcha. You move back into the common room that you saw before with the couches and everything kind of set up, and it is at the moment empty.
And Salazar isn't there?
Mm. You're upstairs on the 3rd floor right now before you get to the
Oh.
secret door.
Gotcha. Okay. I want to do this. Okay. Yeah, I'll go to the secret door and attempt to make my way down.
Okay. All right. So you make your way over, and easily enough, you know where the door is, and you did see how it was activated. Up here, it's just a press on the actual surface of the door, and then it kind of clicks and slides over. But you know, coming back up, it's a lever, or it's one of the sconces inside. But you press on the door, and just kind of slides very quietly, but there's a slight scraping sound as it opens, and the staircase is open below you.
And I don't see anybody that's like making their way up.
You make another perception check for me.
People don't make their way up, Daniel.
Well,
They only make their way down.
Excuse me. 18.
You do not currently see anyone.
Okay. I'm gonna have the ever smoking bottle handy.
Gotcha.
I will make my way down.
Okay.
My way down.
Making my way down. Downtown, yeah. Okay. You make it down one spiral, or one full rotation, another full rotation, and you make it down to the bottom of the staircase. And you, right as you round the corner, you almost bump into Salazar as he's making his way up the stairs.
Thank God. Are you okay? What happened?
How do I feel? I just felt friendly towards.
Yes, you considered him a close friend.
Okay. Nothing. Why are you worried?
Fucking mage. What?
Oh,
Are you good?
he's fine. It was wonderful to catch up with him. He bought the shard I bought, and I'll pull out
Sack of 200 platinum.
and I'll put
Okay.
it back.
He didn't threaten you or
No,
possess you or no?
quite pleasant actually.
Can I try and make an insight check?
Yeah, you can. You absolutely
What the hell
can.
happened?
Just so you know, Sal, it'll last for an hour.
Okay.
14 insight.
14 insight. I would say you've known Sal long enough at this point, and this is some whack behavior from Sal right now. He would never say this.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like pretend to go along with him and be like, okay, let's go back upstairs and let's hurry.
Yes, we should get back.
Yeah. Is there a way to? Would I know like if I uncork the bottle, like it'll just go fully out, or can I like just barely crack it open, leave a little bit of?
We can read the item again.
I don't. Think
I believe
it works
it's like a bottomless
It
vat.
takes a minute to set up, though.
Oh, that's it.
Where
I
is
think
it?
so, yeah.
like that. I think it works like a
Oh,
spell
here we go.
does, where it's like all at once. I think even if you.
When you use an action to remove it, a cloud of thick smoke pours out in a 60-foot radius. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
okay.
just
If
it's like a
there's-
casting of a spell. It opens up. And...
Is that a
We'll not do
That's
that.
not a
It's
one-time use, is it?
No.
I think it takes
Well, actually-
a bit for it to recharge.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
it does say each minute the bottle remains open, and within the cloud the radius increases by 10 feet. So I guess you could just open it for a while and then close it again. Like, I mean,
It
Okay,
will.
I'll keep that handy, but I will not do that. I'll just.
oh, I will say though, wait,
I think
the cloud persists as long as it's open, and then it disperses after 10 minutes when it's closed.
it's
So
immediately like a 60-foot radius cloud, and then like
it's
Yeah,
not
I think
immediate
it's-
though. Oh wait, oh it is immediate,
yeah.
I think it's immediately.
and then it
60,
increases from there.
and then it
Gotcha,
slowly
gotcha,
increases.
gotcha. Okay, so yeah, it would open up 60 feet immediately. Yeah,
Logo. That's
cool.
a little too not stealthy.
All right,
Okay, well, let's just make our way back up, I guess.
cool.
I'm gonna keep my eye behind us towards the door.
Towards
Do
the
I notice
door.
him doing that?
Are you gonna look towards the door?
Yeah, just like towards like the room.
Oh, okay, it's closed.
Okay, fantastic. I'll just kind of keep my eye on it as we make our way up. Just kind of like every once in a while looking back, make sure no one's trailing us.
Gotcha. You do notice him doing that, Sal. Did you want to do something about it?
No. No.
Okay. If you're doing so, go and make another perception check, both of you, for me this time, as you're making your way back.
Now I have a question. Is he my friend? Do I think that we're all friends, or is it just me that
It's
is
just-
good friends with the mage?
It's you are friends. The mage is your friend.
The mage
That's,
is my
that's
friend.
all that changed. Was the mage
Okay,
is your friend?
But I do know. Okay.
You would probably think that your friend just really, all your friends just hate this one friend you have. It's really
Okay.
messed up.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
a dick, can't you see?
He's the best, though.
Once you get to know him.
I can fix him. Oh man.
Perception, you say?
Yeah.
I got a big old 8.
I'm gonna
Fat
get larger than 8.
Fat 8.
I'm
Wow.
at 28.
Cool. All right. So are y'all making your way back up the stairs?
Yes.
Gotcha. I assume rather quickly, trying to get out of there.
I will hurry. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right. As you do so, you move up and up once, twice, 3 times, and you get to the sconce. Pull on it, I assume. Gotcha. And you hear the begin to open. And Sal, Yaltsin, you missed this, but Sal, you see as the door begins to slide open, there is a quick swish of clothing that you see. Kind of goes to the left side of the door.
I'm going to investigate it.
Okay. Y'all going up to the door frame?
I'm just
Oh, was it above the?
Yeah, so you're looking up the staircase and the door begins to open and you can see like fabric come
like
across
someone
the
was
door.
hiding there, and then they're like,
Like,
"Oh god!"
and they just moved out of the way. Yeah, that's what it looked like. to you,
Bolting.
so. Yeah. Yaltsin, you didn't see. Oh, you're bolting up?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna freak out and follow after Sal. Wait,
I can move
gotcha.
90 feet
I can't.
around.
You can move pretty freaking fast. Let me double check one thing real quick.
Well, get ready. We're about to fight.
This is hilarious. Okay.
Mortimer.
It's
We left him
Cool.
days travel south.
He could show up.
I mean, he
We
could,
don't know it.
but why? But why? You could.
As you come up to the door, and look around, you look to your left and you can see there's an open the room that you passed coming through here. There's an open kind of common room with chairs, couches. There's a little billiards table, and you don't see anyone at the moment.
You okay, Sal? What was that about?
And then you hear a little squeak of a boot. It sounds like coming from just outside, as you look to the far end of the room, there is like a little balcony with like a railing, and you heard the sound of like someone moving just outside, probably to the left of the little lip that covers that outside entrance.
Now what do I have? Invisibility on myself.
Okay, you do so. Were you concentrating on anything else? Because that is concentration, right?
Disguise self.
Okay, so you're gonna drop disguise self.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And as fast and as sneakily as I can, I will approach.
All right, make a stealth check for
And
me.
I'm just like,
Disguise
what the
self is
fuck?
not concentration, actually.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Yeah, I just checked.
Oh, it's. Oh, okay, cool. So I have advantage on stealth checks, correct? Because
You
I'm
do, yeah,
invisible?
it's stealth.
Okay.
Okay. 21. Nice. All right. So as you make your way over, as you make your way over carefully, but as quickly as possible, you come over to the edge of where the frame is, where the precipice is of where the door would be, but is currently open. Just letting the little bit of a chilled air come through. There is a bit of a curtain there, kind of placed, so it's kind of blowing in the wind slightly, which is what kind of helped obscure whatever it is might be out there. And you come out and look, and once again, there's no one there.
I will look for something.
Okay. Make. I don't want to keep making you roll perception. That's a pretty good check. As you look around, you are just kind of looking out, and you can at this point you can see the grounds on the opposite side of the estate that you didn't see before. You can see just open snow banks out here, and the snow is kind of built up back here, as seems not as well procured as the front lawn, and you can see the forest kind of coming in on the edge of the fence at the back, and you just kind of look up, and you can see standing on the wall above you, just kind of like hugging the wall like Spider-Man. There is a man you don't recognize.
Oh,
Imagine.
And we all got this
Lose it.
motivation.
I have a fireball prepped and ready, baby.
Leg.
Yeah, sorry, Yace. I'm going in. A man I don't recognize?
I don't think you were you? No, you weren't. Yeah, you wouldn't recognize this individual.
It's like, Sal, where'd you go?
Well,
going-
okay. Roll a history check for me real quick. Or is history intelligence?
Yes. It is.
Okay, go for it. Just roll a history check.
I'm terrible at these, by the way.
I know.
I think everyone
Yeah.
here.
You don't recognize this person.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, do I have the rope?
You can tell visibly this person is like holding their breath and like looking down, and you can see, even though you don't recognize, it appears to be a man. Even though you don't recognize him, you can tell. You can see the features, and what you see is a meek-looking, dark-skinned man, thin build, bald head, with a wispy black mustache, with a nice green tunic and coat and black pants, just kind of looking down.
I have the robe of entanglement on me,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to. What is the word? Floop.
Yeah, it's Floop.
I will say, is he within 20 feet of me?
He is, yes.
I will say Floop. And he must succeed a DC 15 Dex saving throw or become restrained.
Dex save. Let's see. Save. Okay. That is an 8.
Okay. I'm still
so-
invisible because I have not attacked or cast a spell, unless that's an attack.
It's taking an action.
It's not an attack
It's
because it's not an attack roll, but it's not casting a spell.
well, you're saying a command word though, right? So that's technically, I would consider that the casting of a spell
Okay, fair enough.
because you're activating the item, right? It's not just happening. You're
would say-
actively doing it, right?
That's fair.
Right? Does that everyone follow that logic?
Yep.
Activating a magic item. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you say, was it Floop?
Yeah. Floop.
Floop, and you watch the rope flies up and wraps around him, and he's currently restrained, but he is still up on the wall.
Yep.
Just kind of stuck there. Just shit.
Quiet. Who are you? What are you doing?
I am nothing.
Your name is Nothing. Hello, Nothing. What are you doing, Nothing?
Shh, keep your voice down. Look,
Speak quickly, please.
maybe I can help you.
Oh, yes. What can you help me with? Nothing.
Do you like money? Treasure?
Yes. Is Yatsen coming around the corner at any time?
I mean, yeah.
What
I
is
just-
going on?
Yeah, Yatsun, if you come over, you can see. And Sal is now in full visibility. Sal as himself, right there, with the bag of holding on his side.
Not as himself. Still as.
Still familiar.
Oh, wait. Oh, because
Just
it's not
as-
concentration, right? Yeah. Okay, so you wouldn't see the bag. Never mind. I would say at this point, Sal, you probably have another 20 minutes on that.
Okay.
Do I recognize this man?
You do.
Is it Stellano?
It is not Stellano. It is the man that you saw that you've seen him a couple times in separate occasions. You saw him actually at the table when Pharaoh was spilling everything about Sal. He came up and kind of bought her a drink and then walked off, and you followed him, if you recall. He was kind of eyeing you. He was eyeing you too, and he walked off. You also saw him in the company of Lord Faramund. Appears to be his servant. You would have picked up, and I think that's it right now.
What are you offering?
And I think you might have seen him going into the mansion at some point, being accompanied by the major domo of the house. What were you saying, Sal?
What are you offering? Nothing.
Let's just
You know,
say I am.
I'm not one for money. What I really want to know. What are you doing?
Okay. So
Can you get down from there?
I can't. Little stuck. But
Sal, can I have my bow, please?
I'll hand Yatsen the bag of money,
okay.
which my 200 platinum is not in.
Gotcha.
So I'll get him down from there, and I'll just knock an arrow, and I'll just point it at his face.
I can't move. Your friend tied me up.
If I release you, you will come down and we will have a civil discussion.
Sure. Yes. Sounds good.
No, you will say I understand.
I understand. Yes.
My name is nothing, and I understand that if I do not comply, I will be killed.
You can just call me Mr. Flack. Yes, I understand.
Yes, and be ready.
Knocked. Knocked and
And I will
ready.
say droop.
And he stays up there for a second, and then just kind of walks down the wall and just jumps down.
Oh, that's cool.
And just kind of shakes off the himself and
Rope burn.
we should move somewhere else.
Right here's quite fine.
Well, I don't want the guards to come up and see us.
Don't worry about the guards.
We are not concerned about that.
Sure. Okay. So you see, I am doing what is called stealing. And
Oh.
Poor guy. This poor guy.
He just goes. If you want some, I can offer you 40%.
Who are you stealing from, and what are you stealing?
Who else? The Dark Flames. Do you know how much money is in here? All of the items from the auction, they're stored up here.
Who are you with?
I can't say.
You can trust us.
I really cannot.
We are very untrustworthy people. You can trust us.
I am as well. Look. How's that? 40%? Just let me go. We forget about things, and I'll meet back up with you later, after the party, and give you the things.
How much time do I feel like would be until we start Hellfire?
Probably like 30 minutes.
Dang it.
30 minutes to 30 to 40 minutes, probably. 30 to 45.
What have you found?
There are lots of money, and it was difficult to get into some of the rooms. But do you remember the thing from the auction, the dragon thing?
Is the monocle in the bag of holding,
Uh,
or does somebody else have the monocle?
you should have been wearing it.
I have
instead.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna activate the monocle.
Okay.
just using all of our stuff. Go ahead and pull out
Yeah.
the javelin while you're at it.
I've always wanted to use this.
As you say that, or as he says that, and you activate it, he just goes, yeah, you know that dragon figure, the big one, the last one that they shoot, that they said transformed.
You
that
stole that.
No, I didn't get that one. That was the only one I didn't get. But the others, I got the is that the diamond? There's a big pink diamond.
Is it do I see a?
That one was not magical, so you
Okay.
don't see it. You do see, as he's talking, you do see there are lots of magical things on this person. Let me reread.
I will ask you to empty your pockets, please.
Okay. Are you trying to intimidate, or are you just asking him right now?
I'm very pleasant.
Okay, cool. Let me reread the description on the monocle real quick just to make sure. Correctly. Okay, it's literally just detect magic. So you sense presence of
so I
30
know.
feet.
I would know what school it is.
Cool. Okay. I will say the first thing that you see, which is lighting up above everything else, is the because it says, dang. Cool. You would see a faint aura around this person in the shape of a cloak that does not match the clothing that they are currently wearing. And the aura coming off of it is illusion.
I will reach out towards it. Do not be threatened.
He starts backing up. He's like, "Hey, do not. I do not.
What are you wearing?
Be touched.
What are you wearing?
Just a tunic and a jacket.
You're wearing a cloak. What kind of cloak are you wearing?
I'm not wearing a cloak. What are
Oh
you
my
talking about?
god.
Insight.
Make an insight check.
Hudson is just keeping his eyes on the doors to make sure nobody comes in.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
He seems completely convinced that he's not wearing a cloak.
Okay. What else do you have on you?
Well, you see, that potion that they had a flying. Yes, got this.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
keep
and,
going.
oh,
Not interested.
that dagger, the electrum dagger with the black pearl. It's pretty cool. Cool
Does that have an
heirloom.
R on it?
It does not.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
And the golden dragon comb. It's a set with the nice case and everything.
Does that have an R on it?
It does not.
Not interested. Do I see any other like aura on him
You
of
do.
like particular objects?
You do.
Would I
kind of
be able to
inside-
make out? Would I be able to make out what the objects are just by seeing what the aura?
I'm
Like
trying
dagger,
to-
sword.
Let me double check if it. Faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that
I
bears.
feel like
magic.
it'd be like a silhouette around whatever it is. So like if I could make out the silhouette of
I kind of imagine it like that too, but yeah, any visible blocked by and it's not blocked by anything that he's wearing, so you would see it. You can see the outline of what looks to be a small figurine of some sort, kind of in a bag that he's wearing, a satchel on his side.
what is that figurine that you're carrying?
What
The
are you
figurine
talking
in your bag.
about? What?
I will gladly reach in and take it if you do not.
All right,
at least
look. Okay,
show me.
I could just give you some gold. I mean, it's not.
I want to see it.
And you watch as he reaches in, and starts to pull out something from the pouch. And you watch as he like quickly tries to back away, and let me double check real quick. Yeah, he quickly tries to back away, and you can see he's starting to try and cast something.
Counterspell.
Okay. Counterspell.
Here, I threw it in the chat.
Okay.
I'll say
Oh,
I had my arrow knocked, so if I see more
If
movement,
it's third
I'll-
level, or lower, it fails and has no effect. If it's spell.
Yeah. Okay, so you watch as he tries, and then you kind of reach out and say the words, and he just looks up at you and goes,
We're not gonna hurt you. I just want to know what that is.
and y'all are ruining his day.
Yasin, did you shoot him?
No, since I saw Salazar thing, and he's trying to be nice. If he starts moving, like physically, like trying to get away, then I'll shoot him.
Cool. Okay, he just kind of... All right. Just kind of pulls out the golden figure of Zyron that you saw at the auction. Just goes,
Where we'll be taking that, and then we'll let you on your way.
see, this is my favorite item from this. I really would not like to part with it.
you're not really in a position to be bartering. Or you could hand over that cloak.
I don't know what you're talking about. And Sal, as he's saying that, you hear footsteps coming up the stairs. Yao-Tsung, you would hear them like a couple seconds later, up the stairs that you came up, not the secret stairs, but the regular stairs.
There are people approaching. If you want not to be called out for stealing from the estate, you will hand it over now.
Or I can just shoot you.
Quickly.
Fine.
I
will take the figurine and I will say, you may go on your way.
He just kind of looks around, and, like walks back out to the balcony.
The penultimate boss is going to be Mortimer and this dude at this point.
Yeah.
I will put the idol in the bag of holding.
All right. Right as you place it in, you see one of the guards, one of the watchers, just kind of come up the stairs and goes, excuse me, the party's downstairs.
Yes. We needed some fresh air. Thank you.
Just enjoying the view.
We're on our way back in. Thank you.
Okay. There's not supposed to. All right. Yeah. Good. Just follow me.
We'll go back. I'll take I'll take the bag of holding back and place it under my illusion again.
Gotcha.
Can I use disguise self to make it look like I'm not carrying my bow and my arrows? Or is that weird? I don't know how that works.
Is that what you're using, Sal?
Yes.
I don't think so, because
Okay.
the biggest reason why Sal's able to is because the bag is fairly small and the illusion kind of
got
covers
a
it.
whole
But with
ass,
a bow, yeah, it's gonna be. You'd have to make your shoulders like up here to like
They,
cover it.
I'll
yeah,
just
they can
gingerly-
look different. You can make your weapons look different.
I'll just gingerly put it back into the bag of holding before I give it back to Sal as we're making our way down. If you'll allow that.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Cool. As the guard is walking y'all back down, he just goes, is there anything I can help you with? I heard some voices, seemed pretty agitated.
I was bird watching. There was quite the magnificent bird outside, and I was arguing with my friend here over the species. You see, I'm very convinced that it was the North Drenian Dredgenese. However, he was fairly certain that it was just a barn owl. But any person
just a barn owl.
educated in any sort of bird watching would be daft to think that
It's
it was
just
just
a
a
barn
barn owl. No,
Okay.
you see, we're getting into it again. I feel like it would be unpleasant for us to continue this conversation any longer.
The guard, as soon as y'all reach like the halfway down the stairs to the first floor, just kind of walks quickly away.
Okay.
Oh,
Have
no.
you seen this bird?
On that note,
Wow, how are we alive?
I don't know.
That's an exciting thing.
Yeah, so I'll kind of as we're walking down to the party, I'll kind of take you out on the side. You seem very worried. Is there something going on?
Yeah, there's a lot going on, Sal. Why are you so chill?
I couldn't tell you.
It's not like you. You realize this is the night. This is the night.
I mean, yes, but everything's going according to plan.
Okay, let's just go back to the ballroom. Let's find Farah. She'll know it. I can't do. We'll make our way back and try and find Farah or Cinnamon.
Was there
Pharaoh's
anything any of
good.
you all want to do in the meantime?
Nope.
I was just waiting by like as close to the door as I can without just straight up being waiting by the door. Like if there was a table or something, I would have sat down at that table near it.
Gotcha. All right. So, Yasun and Sal, you all make your way back over to the ballroom. And you can see the throng of people in the center doing the dancing has started to dwindle. You get the sense that the social dances will probably be ending fairly soon, as well as your disguise self spell.
It went down after Taz left
Yeah,
the floor.
that was kind of the highlight, and everyone's like, "Well, I'm not gonna
No
beat
one can
that."
No one's gonna top that.
You probably have about 10 minutes on your spell cell.
Okay.
Gone to talk to Cinnamon
I'll
about
go
it.
ahead and before we enter the main area, I'll just refresh it.
Gotcha. Okay.
We are now at 0 first level spell lots.
Mhm.
We haven't
Ladies
even
and
started
gentlemen.
fighting. Let's go.
Hey, me too.
As soon as I see them exit the weird doorway that Yeltsin kept popping in and out of, I'll try to get over there. Is the general with me at all, or is he leaving me?
Oh, he's been trying to approach you all this whole time. If you would let him, he is trying to talk to you.
If he's talking to me while, and then they come out, I'll be like, "I'm so sorry. Excuse me. My colleague is right over there, and I have to just again not waiting for him to say anything, and just."
You just kind of.
Poor dude.
That'll get kidnapped.
I walk up to Salazar. Are you okay?
He's not okay.
What do you
Something.
mean?
I'm perfectly fine. I understand that you guys don't like the mage, but he's actually not so bad once you get to know him.
Salazar, he murdered your mentor, and he murdered Taz's best friend / brother.
Call it difference of opinion.
It's not a difference of opinion. It's a fact. What is snap out of it? What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Look, Farah, I don't know what happened while I wasn't there, but surely this is just an influence of the mage.
Okay, but how long is this influence going to last?
I don't know.
I'm very
I'm just
confused
thankful
what
we're
sort
all
of
alive.
influence.
You know, you're very confusing right now anyway, so just shh and hold on.
Look, all I'm saying, if he wanted to kill us, which I think he does, he would have. So I don't know what he's planning.
Salazar, what did you talk to the mage about? You were down there.
Not much. He purchased an item that I bought. There
Which
was
item?
Who's around?
Everyone.
Okay. We can talk about it later. It's really not a big deal.
All right.
Where are Taz and Cinnamon? Oh, we should.
We should probably. Cinnamon might be able to help with this, actually.
Taz, you did say you were going to markedly make your way over to Cinnamon previously.
Yep.
Now, we should probably split up so that we don't look suspicious.
You're being suspicious.
At least, Yatsen.
You're being suspicious.
Smile and wave, voice.
I think we just need to get our bearings straight before the chaos strikes. If we're together for 1 or 2 minutes, it won't look that suspicious.
All right.
I am going to take him to.
Taz, what did you wish to discuss with Cinnamon?
So,
Because that would have happened previously to this.
yeah, I would have gone over to Cinnamon. Like, I would have kind of made my way around to be like, oh, and then go find Cinnamon. And then I would grab like 2 drinks at some point and bring one over to Cinnamon.
I take the drink and I just stare at it for a little bit, and then I immediately ask him, Taz, we're close. Do you think people take advantage of me?
He said
I
yeah.
guess that answers that question.
It was too hard to break it to you. You just had to go.
It's like, I can't answer that. See you later.
This is too uncomfortable.
Oh man.
On that note, I should probably get going.
Yeah.
so.
Well, I'll say we'll probably go a little bit longer, but not
Okay.
too much more after you're gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. The past trying to fit this in was kind of crazy. So
Okay.
Thank you for making the time.
yeah, I should be good all next weekend though. So
Adam, leave again?
No, that was Spencer leaving.
Oh.
I think Adam joined in.
Adam, that was really good timing.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
You just randomly dropped? As soon as Cinnamon asked if Taz thinks that people use him, you dropped from the call.
It's like, bloop.
Wait, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Ah, okay. I don't know what happened. Yeah, no, that's really funny though. It's just like, hey, are people using me?
See ya.
Anyway, yeah, so I walk up. I guess if you ask that, then Taz would be like, well, what do you mean?
I don't know. I want to speak to the Duchess and try to get an in with her. And then the last thing she said, and she said, don't let people take advantage of you. And she said it with this caring look that I haven't seen from her at all. Maybe. Do you think this seems like something that can wait? We can
Maybe.
revisit this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay, all right. Anyways, so as you may have seen, I made contact with a
Yes.
few different people. Yeah, a few different people.
Mm-hmm.
Including the old lady over there,
Oh my god.
passed out on the couch in the corner.
You made a
Too
bit too
much
much
dance.
contact.
Anyways, so I did actually manage to make a little bit more of a contact with the Duchess. So she asked me to come and talk to you because she thinks there's something going on with you.
Uh-huh.
But like, of course, we're talking. We're like very close to each other, like talking very hushed to make sure
Mhm.
that like nobody else, and like we're like in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. I saw you had much better luck with her. When I was speaking with her, she asked me if something was happening. Something seemed ominous to her about this night.
She said the same thing, and she thought that you had something to do with it, even like you had a part in it. Did you lead her to believe that?
I don't know. She's not wrong, but it's something I brushed it off. I said that. And she asked me about my past, about who I was. I told her as vague as I could, but I don't know if I didn't think she believed it. Or maybe
Yeah, these people around here are very nosy. They kind of just dive right into asking you everything about your life.
it wasn't
And
that.
then-
It was her.
Well, she didn't as much,
Oh,
but the guy over there, pointing to, what's his name?
Damien Darkflame. Lord
Damien.
Darkflame. Or sorry, Marquis Darkflame.
Marquis Darkflame.
He's not there though.
Oh.
As you look around the crowd, you don't see either of the dark flames anywhere.
Oh. I'll kind of look around, but I don't know if you saw earlier. I was talking to the Marquis Dark Flame, wherever he went. Yeah, he just dove right in and asked me lots of questions about everything about me and my history and our group and everyone in the room.
Oh, what did you tell him?
Oh, well, I told him blah 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 blah.
Everything.
Is Taz actually saying that?
Yeah. No, I'll say everything that I told him, which is like I pointed out everybody that's in our group when we're an adventuring party together, and we met in Wakehart, and
I just put my hand up to my head and I'm like, oh.
yeah, I don't know what happened, but he just kind of asked a lot of questions.
Did he cast anything on you?
Not that I know of. I've had a bit to drink tonight, but I don't know. He was very charming.
That's. I'm still reeling from a conversation with the Duchess, but
I would kind of like to hang out with him later. He was a cool guy.
I. Did you? Okay, I'll think about what you just said, but did you tell Darkflame about any of our bounties?
No, I
Did
also
you-
don't. I don't think I used. I tried to not use. Like I didn't tell him that we're the Wakehart Warriors or anything. I don't think.
And you didn't tell him about our plan.
Oh, tonight? No, I just told him that we're here. Some like me and you and Yelton were here showing off some outfits, and
Okay, that's not too bad, as long as they're unaware of a bounty. I don't want us to get turned in tonight. And
also
if
didn't point out Salazar because I couldn't find him. But I
Hmm.
told him that Salazar is here.
Did you say Salazar or did you say the Marquis?
You know what? I think I said Salazar.
Well,
But I couldn't point him out because he wasn't around.
okay,
So
that's at least helpful.
yeah,
How are
I
you?
don't know.
How are
I don't
you
know what
feeling
happened.
tonight about the plan?
Pretty good. I think we made contact with everyone that Master Bates wanted us to talk to.
Okay, so we got the Duchess, we got the Dark Flame. Have we spoken to the Duke?
I have not.
How about
I
we
don't
do
think
this
so.
one together?
Yes, let's do that.
Did you say the Duke just now?
The Duke.
Yeah, did we talk to him?
Are y'all wanting to talk to him because you just want to talk to him?
Master Bates asked us to, right?
Yeah, Bates asked us to speak to the Duchess, Duke, and Dark Flames to
Cool.
show off the outfits.
Gotcha.
Should we grab Yeltsin too and make a big show of it?
I haven't seen him. I mean, that'd be a good idea, but
As you say that, you look over and can see Sal and Yeltsin come through the door at the back of the ballroom.
Oh,
that's
how convenient. I wonder
how
where they
I
went.
think about it.
You see as Feyre immediately begins to make her way over towards them, and they begin
no,
conversing.
Something's happening. We should
Should
probably
we
group up.
go over there? Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
How convenient. We all grouped up together.
Whiny.
Well,
Alright.
what do we want to do
Are we?
as people in the world? Since Spencer is gone.
Should we? Are we all? Are we all together at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you watch as you would hear from the center of the ballroom, and you can see the major domo, the main butler of the house, God, what was his name? Carson. Yes, Carson. Walks out, kind of in the central area of the ballroom, just goes, just letting you all know this will be the final dance. So if you would like to join, please do come to the center of the room. And that is it. And the
Shall we?
band strikes up and begins to play a very jaunty tune that moves quite a few people back to the dance floor to finish things off.
Do I see Radazin anywhere?
You do. He is sitting up at the table at the very top, still discussing with people.
I see.
Seems he's even playing a couple songs here, giving some private concerts up there.
Okay.
Did he tell you who the new targets were, or
Yeah, he said our new targets.
Well,
I mean,
Yalton wouldn't know. But
I
you
wouldn't
would
know. Yeah, that was Daniel asking.
yeah, Razan, he came up to me at the end. He said there may be new targets with the anti-king and the prince. Because they new targets because they just showed up.
Anti-king.
The what?
Who's the anti-king?
This is so funny because Spencer's got to get.
And he's the one that would have all this
Do we need
information.
him?
Yeah.
If we need him, we can just like end it here. And
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
But
Just go.
I can inform you as Sal, just so you have this information going forward, because I would just do this anyway. Although, is it on his sheet? Let me see.
I think it is, but there's
Is it? If it's on his sheet, I kind of want him to introduce it, but if not, then
there's
might.
also a
Well,
chance that he wouldn't tell you because he's done that
there
before.
is. That's fair. That's fair.
We-
All right, we'll leave you in mystery for now.
Oh.
Heat of the moment. We'll see what happens.
But
No, we just dance.
yeah.
We-
Yeah, I guess we can call it there. As the final dance ensues, you get the sense that there is not much more time before it is time to press the big red button and set this whole place on fire. So,
Yeah.
great.
I'm excited.
Oh my god.
I would be more excited if Sal didn't feel like the mage was his best friend.
Yeah. And I can't do
I'm just
anything.
glad he didn't, like possess him completely.
Yeah, it could have gone way worse.
Mm-hmm.
But him being like, "Oh yeah, he's my best bud," and I'm like, "He killed your mentor. Like, this is not a friend."
As things- Taz feels like the Dark Flame is his best friend, but he really feels like the Duchess could be his best friend.
Oh Lord.
That was funny. That was good. That was a solid
End
moment.
of campaign, Taz ends up being a political figure.
Not being like a duke.
oh my god.
Epilogue.
Taz.
Him and the Duchess eventually get married, and just now Taz is a duke.
That's my goal. From sheep farmer, from sheep herder to duke.
Oh my god.
Any party reunion, Cinnamon just stays there awkwardly with the Duchess right there.
Hey.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Fun session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool stuff.
Yeah. Wish we could go longer,
101.
'cause wanted to get to some things, but all good, all good.
Yeah, it was a short session. It's okay.
So are we aiming for weekends or weekdays at this point?
Yeah, that's fair.
I can
What?
stay. Weekdays
Yeah.
are at least through August.
Weekends are better.
The only weekend I know, well, I'm only available on Sunday for like 2 weekends in September, but I'll let y'all know.
Sunday nights would be really good for me.
Okay, yeah, I can do Sunday nights as well.
Yeah, it'd have to
It's
start
Sunday
finally.
night.
Yeah, because I'll be getting home probably like at 9 or 9:30 from my work.
Mm.
Sunday
See, that's
nights late are not great. 'Cause I wake up. I have to be at school by like
like
7.
6:30 or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like by 7, and I live 40 minutes away.
Oh,
And we could do Friday or Saturday
Yeah,
nights.
Friday or
It'll just also have to
I
start
can do
late.
Fridays. I can do Fridays, and I can do Saturdays, except for I know for a fact I can't do 2 in September, but that's the only 2 I can do.
Could
the
we-
only thing with that is that didn't Spencer like? Doesn't he have to wake up early on the weekends or
No,
something?
Spencer doesn't have a job anymore, so Spencer's
Oh.
schedule is not existent.
Oh, let's
could
go.
we- if it comes down to it, if it's more convenient for us, at least in terms of scheduling, could we do opt for shorter sessions?
We could.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah, as opposed to 4 hours. That
I would
doesn't cause any of us
rather-
to sleep too late.
I would rather do a shorter session than not a session. So,
Exactly,
Yeah. Shorter
I mean-
sessions more often. Yeah.
but like I definitely, if like Daniel, you're not free till like 9:30 on a Sunday night, that's 10:30 my time. I have to
Right.
wake up at 5 a.m. every morning.
Yeah, not worth. Yeah, no, you should be in bed by
I-
10:30.
I can need to be like, yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
So I don't think
Yeah, I mean, we
that'll
could
work.
do Friday or Saturday nights.
Any Saturday night, I could play all night. I could do till 4 a.m. I could do midnight to 4 if you want, like whatever. Because my Sundays are always off and I can sleep and whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Same.
Yeah, once August is done, Saturday nights free up for me quite a lot. It's just, actually no, Saturdays are still good for me. Yeah, even this month.
And y'all could always just start a little bit earlier, like at 9, and I'll just join
Yeah.
out like as soon as I can, or like I'll just hop in the car while I'm driving home. So
To make it work.
if it works better for y'all to start a little earlier, I'd be happy to join out a little late.
midnight to 4 a.m. every
Woo.
Saturday.
Wow.
Well, technically every Sunday.
yeah, right.
True.
That's hilarious.
Everyone take your nap Saturday.
Mhm.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
No problem.
But yeah.
Yeah, I know I have a volleyball tournament. 2 volleyball tournaments, like 2 Saturdays.
You're playing volleyball?
I am coaching
What?
volleyball
Crazy.
and
Wow.
basketball.
And basketball?
Really? When did you get
Yeah,
into that?
in my interview, my principal said, "You ever play a sport in your life, like ever?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Marching band?
Well, and I didn't even have to say marching band because I was a swimmer before I was in before I committed to marching band in high school. I swam for like 8 or 7 years, and so I was like, "Yeah, I was a swimmer, and I did a little bit of track and field when I was in middle school." And he was like, "Okay," and I said, "And my sister's done volleyball, and I used to help her with that, so like." Yes, kind of thing. He was like, okay. That was the only question. My interview was about 40 minutes, and the only question he asked me related to the coaching position was that question.
Wow.
Everything else was SEL and student and teacher based questions. And I was like, this is a little weird. I feel like I should not. And then, so my head basketball coach is also new. And so she's been at new teacher training with me. And I went up to her one day and I was like, Erica, to be real honest with you, I have never played basketball in my life. And she goes, are you coaching 8th grade? And I was like, yep. And she goes, okay. And I was like, but I'm B team. And she goes, well, that's better than nothing. And I said, yeah. And I was like, I tried to get out of it. You heard me on the phone. They asked me, they're like, what would you be more comfortable with? And I said, volleyball or track, like, or, both or whatever. And my head athletic director, he was like, okay, so volleyball and basketball? I was like, you didn't listen to me.
Dude, what? Where did you get that from?
I was like, what ear what hearing aids do you have on your ears that
Oh my
change
God.
those words? Because that's not what I said. But it's just junior high. That's what everyone keeps telling me. This is really just a time for the kids to get into the sport and to figure out if they like it. And it gets more competitive in high school anyway. So this is just making sure that the kids stay hydrated and don't kill themselves. And
Yay!
hopefully
You can do
that
that.
will be great. And no
Hydrate.
injuries. Hydrate and no
Yeah.
injuries. And that's going to be my motto.
Lots of stretching. Lots of
Stretching,
Hydrate before you
dynamic
hydrate.
warm-ups.
dribbling.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do volleyball. I'm not that worried about the volleyball because I do have some experience in volleyball. I have no idea what I'm doing. So basketball.
Just
I
keep
couldn't even
dribbling.
tell you what the positions are.
Yeah.
Could not tell you. I know there's a point guard.
Yeah,
Uh,
tight end,
I know
receiver.
when you like dribble. I know when you dribble the ball up to the net and then like do
You're
the
a
little
goalkeeper.
like thing. That's called a layover. I know that's
There's-
Almost.
All you need to know is there's the guy with the ball and there's the guys without the ball.
Yeah, there you go.
I know
All
that
that
you
matters.
can't.
Bullies
I
get
know
the
that
ball,
you can't
put it in the
travel
basket.
with it. You have to like dribble.
Uh-huh.
I know that
Shoot, if you want to know about basketball, Julia can tell you everything about basketball. Talk to Julia.
I might need to call her then.
Billy used to play, right?
Yeah,
Great
and she's
idea.
a huge fan. She
Yeah,
will
I
tell
might
you
need to call
everything.
her. 'Cause
That's a
my
great
coach
idea.
was like, you don't know anything? And I was like, no. And I told them that. That was what I told her. I was like, I just want you to know that I made my skills very clear, and they still stuck me with this position. So that's on them, not on me. Like, I told them what I could do, and they did not listen to me. So it is what it is.
It is.
And I
what
also
it is.
just found out that this coaching position might only be like a temporary thing. Like I might only have to do it for this year, and then not have to do it. So fingers crossed.
Well, hopefully.
But who knows? Maybe I'll really like it. I like seeing the students outside of the classroom setting anyway. So.
Really cool.
And I teach 7th grade, but I coach the 8th graders. So when my 7th graders annoy me, I can go hang out with my 8th graders. And when my 8th graders annoy me, I can go hang out with the 7th graders.
There you go.
There it is.
Balance.
Playing both sides, you always end up on top.
Mm-hmm.
Have you mentioned that your junior high is 6th through 8th?
Yeah, my junior high is 6th through 8th.
Oh,
It's
wow.
the only
Mm.
junior high
In Tomball.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the only junior high in Tomball ISD that's like that. The Creek side of Tomball is its own entity. It is the black sheep of the Tomball ISD family. Do things a little different around there. I don't know why. I think their schools are bigger, so I think it like balances it out. But it's a little weird.
So is the elementary then K through 5?
Their elementary is K through 5, and their junior high is 6th through 8th, and then they all feed into Tomball High right
Wow.
Interesting.
now. Because it's such a small area of Tomball that like I really don't foresee it getting much bigger.
Okay.
That's fair.
But it's the nice area, like it's this area of Tomball.
Oh yeah.
So I will have overbearing parents and snotty-nosed kids, and I'm
Dealing with parents sucks.
It's basically in the woodlands. Like,
You're gonna
like
have.
literally the address to the school says Woodland.
Oh my god.
Wow.
But it's so like if you go down, it's Corville and Huffmeister, and then you take a left onto Kirkendall. Whenever you take that
Kuykendall?
left,
You can-
whenever you take that left, that turns it into the woodlands, and then as soon as you turn right back onto that street, you're in Tomball again. So it's barely in the woodlands, but it is in the woods. So
It's just enough.
it's
You're
just
gonna have a lot of Huntingtons.
probably.
Huntington's.
I met one of my students on, I think Friday, because her mom works at the school, and she was there, and she's like, "I saw my daughter is going to be in your class," and I was like, "Great,
Yay!
yay!"
Wait, who are the Huntingtons?
So,
The lady Ball's kid.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah.
the other snot-nosed kid in this
Mhm.
camp. Actually, I think he might be doing
Dealing with parents is one reason I think I want to. I could not teach public.
That's so
See,
annoying.
I had the worst parent interaction of my life when I worked at summer camp, like last summer or something like that. Literally, like, first interaction I ever had with a parent, I was crying and it was horrible. And so I feel like if I can deal with that successfully and like come out on the other side, I can deal with.
Prepared.
Dang.
And these parents, meanwhile, they just like want what's best for their kid, and that's what you have to remember. Like these parents are different than some of the other parents who just like don't know and don't care. like these parents do care and they're just really like involved, which is a good thing if you know how to play it right.
Good and bad. Yeah.
That'd be good. I heard that they give all the teachers like Visa gift cards and we can just spend it on whatever we want.
Those Starbucks gift cards, bro.
Like Christmas? No, not Starbucks. Like Visa. So you can just go
it said
spend
here's
it on whatever
Wow.
you want. Like, cash. That's the rumor that I heard. So hoping it's true, because like, how great would that be? So.
Oh yeah.
It'll be good. But yeah, so school starts on the 16th and campus PD starts tomorrow. And I've just been doing new teacher stuff all last week.
Yeah.
Fun.
I need to email about renewing my substitute license thing, whatever.
Hey, you should look into associate teaching because I know a few people are looking if you want something like.
Well, I'm about to be gone, so.
When are you moving?
September 3rd.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's a little bit later. Cool.
Yeah, because school doesn't start for me till the 10th, so.
You found an apartment already?
Yeah, I'm all squared away on that.
Nice. Best of luck.
Yeah. Thanks. I'll be
All right,
up there
well,
for...
I have to go because I don't know if you see all these boxes in my room, but I gotta figure out a place to put them until I take them to the school tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. Good luck.
Gotta sleep. Gotta sleep somewhere.
Yeah, they've.
Yes.
Every time I take something to the school, I'm like, sweet, that's the end of it. And then I get home and there are like 5 more packages, which is really great. I'm really grateful for everything I'm getting. But then I'm like,
where do I put it?
I room that. So,
That's fine.
Absolutely.
have fun, guys. See you next time.
Yeah.
All right. See ya in 3 months.
3 months. Disappears forever.
All right, I'm gonna skedaddle too, just because I need to clean. I need to finish cleaning.
Gotcha.
I'm here. I'm gonna log off too. I'll take it easy.
Peace.
y'all.
Fun session.
Bye.
Rose, is that like a dress or something?
Oh, it's a new shirt I got. I got it
Oh,
at
it
thrifting.
looks nice. It looks
Oh.
nice.
Isn't it technically a blouse? Thank you very
Is
much.
technically a long sleeve blouse, but whatever.
See,
It
I
looks
know.
so good.
Oh, I just realized I'm still recording.